Listen up, you creative sluts, icons, visionaries, self-manifested celebrities, misfits of creation, bitch. Okay, this reading is for you. I mean, this video is for you. It's not a reading. This video is for you. Sorry, I'm so used to filming my TikToks. I'm expecting a call, so hopefully I can still hear it and shit. But this video is going to be about how, I'm sorry, I'm like anxious because I'm expecting a call and then I'm like, oh, okay, literally this title. This video is about how I'm able to manifest while still having anxiety. So I'm talking about overactive thinking, intrusive fucking thoughts, my brain constantly being at fucking war with me trying to like love myself and be positive, and then that inner voice is just trying to beat that shit up, right? And this is what I do. This is what I fucking do. But before I dive deeper into this video, I know that you're obsessed with me. So go ahead and like right fucking now, because I know you're going to get everything you need from this video. Drop me a comment down below. What do you want to see next? And subscribe to this. And if you want to push it a little further, you're obsessed with me, go ahead and screenshot you watching this video. Tag me on your Instagram story. Let's share the word. I feel so safe and feel so comfortable being seen by millions of people. So go ahead and share this fucking message, bro. Let's manifest me being a full-time motherfucking content creator, period. Share this message. Watch all the way through. Helps me with my watch time. But follow me on Instagram, add my snap, whatever. Work with me down below if you want the readings that will give you the guidance that you need. Okay, help you manifest, give you the energetic guidance, give you the spiritual input. Okay, affordable readings are down fucking below. Go run down below right now. I know that you will not regret it. And coaching is also down below. My iconic healing masterclass is down below. Everything can be found in that stand store link down below. I know you will not regret it, because I'm obsessed with me, which means you're obsessed with me. Okay, but this is what I do, babes. So you guys know that I'm on my robotic affirming shit. I like to visualize. I do like to script because I love the techniques, but I know that like it's not necessarily the technique that makes it fall out of the sky, right? But I just love the techniques. I love rituals. I love routines. So I personally find doing them fun. I'm not gonna lie, robotic affirming does sometimes like stress me out a little bit. And you guys know that I don't believe that getting stressed out is gonna ruin manifestations. I don't believe that I'm taking 10 steps back. I give myself mental breaks when I fucking feel like I need to give myself a mental break. If that means dissociating and watching a movie, watching a TV show, doing something fun, going out there and like living my fucking life and not, you know, robotic affirming for a little, that's what I'm gonna do. But I think I'm not making any sense. So bring it back to the actual title. And you know, sometimes I do get anxiety, especially with robotic affirming, because my anxiety really comes from like not having control. And then when I started to get anxiety and then I beat myself up for getting anxiety, and like it just becomes a whole mental war. And I think that still comes from feeling a little bit guilty when I feel negative or sad, just because nothing to do with really about like manifestation, but like, you know, I was taught, oh, I'll give you something to cry about. So like I always feel guilty. I always feel kind of guilty or shameful for having negative emotions and not being positive. Really, I just kind of get like this war in my brain, and then the anxiety gets fucking worse, bro. And just the anxiety in general, like you overthink. So sometimes I do naturally like think like, oh my God, what if it doesn't work? What if this is not working? What if my affirmations aren't working? That's just a part of me, because I do struggle with anxiety. Something that I've learned to deal with, and this is how I'm dealing with it. Okay, it's nervous system regulation, right? Because the I know how it feels like when you can't get a hold or control of your thoughts, or you kind of feel like your life is spiraling, right? And a lot of people's anxiety comes from the not being able to control what comes next, or control certain situations, or control life, right? It's like this fear, like there's no control. Kind of feels like anxiety can kind of feel like a roller coaster going off its tracks, and you can't really get a hold of it, right? So it's tricky sometimes. And of course, everyone's different. So for me, this is why I preach regulating the nervous system, because it calms the nervous system. It makes the body feel fucking safe. And do you understand why sometimes robotic affirming isn't a quick fix for people like anxiety, like myself, right? Because we tend to overthink, and like having an overactive mind just doesn't really help. I can't work with an overactive mind. I can't think with an overactive mind, right? I can't really move when I'm in a state of overthinking or anxiety. That's why it's best for me to drop into the body, right? And that's what we're talking about here, getting out of the mind and dropping into the body. If you're someone that struggles with anxiety, just know that it's okay if you feel anxious sometimes, or if you feel like things aren't working, if you feel like you are messing things up because you're not being positive, and then you start going into a mental spiral. This is what I want you to do. I want you to do some sort of movement, drop into the body, whether it's going for a walk, going for a run, or going to the actual gym, lifting weights, Stairmaster. I do find that doing some sort of cardio does help me a little bit more, kind of run my mental demons away. But whatever you feel, even just putting on headphones and like dancing, getting that, like allowing that body to move that energy out without shame, The next thing that you have to incorporate throughout your day is guided meditations. If you're new, meditation in general, okay? Remember, we meditate to calm the mind. We meditate to calm the mind. It's not about going silent, but it's about detaching from your thoughts and becoming the observer. So if you're someone that struggles with anxiety, doing a diligent daily 2 times a day, morning and at night, and sprinkle it throughout the day whenever you kind of feel like you need a refresher, an energetic refresher or a mental refresh, right? It will quiet the mind. It will teach you to drop from judging the mind into just observing and recognizing that you're not those negative thoughts. You're not those overactive thoughts either. It's okay. Your mind can be still. The next thing you can do is breath work as well. Same thing. It silences the mind by you focusing on the breath. And with the breath as well, you are calming the nervous system and the parasympathetic nervous system. Okay? Parasympathetic nervous system. And with a calm nervous system, you're out of that fight or flight response, teaching and telling your body that it is safe. And if you're someone that, has been through traumas and trials and tribulations and failures and the darkest shit in life, you probably have been living in a fight or flight response. This is why calming the nervous system is so important. And a lot of people that struggle with anxiety or even ADHD or not a normal working brain sometimes think that, I forgot, that thought was just plucked out of my brain. I literally just spaced out and forgot where I was going with that. Totally forgot where I was going with that thought. The next thing that I do at least 5 times a day is EFT tapping. It stands for Emotional Freedom Technique. Tapping is another tool that, again, I know that you might be newer to all these things, but everything can be found for free on YouTube, right? EFT tapping, I do it throughout the day. Now I do it as a transition, which means after I'm done with each project or thing I have to do, I'll do a short little EFT tapping to reset my nervous system. Because again, as someone that struggles with anxiety, it's kind of, I've noticed that the imposter syndrome voice screams very, very loud whenever I have to go on to the next thing, right? So I'll be so inspired to film, but when it comes to editing, I'm like, what's the point? No one's going to watch it. But again, because I have anxiety, it's like those thoughts are a lot more louder and like active. Like I feel like my mind is racing, and then I'm like, then I get like in my head because I can't stop the thoughts, but that's when I became diligent in forcing myself to sit down, do a meditation, EFT tapping, a breath work, or go to the gym, go for a walk, go for a run, go climb the stairs, right? Because I know that's what's going to help me. I can't overthink my way out of a problem, like when overthinking is my problem. Robotic affirming isn't necessarily going to fix the problem when overthinking is already my problem, if that makes sense. And doing this, it's also going to, I feel like, really help you with your manifestations more, because yes, it's all good to get that mindset down with robotic affirming, but again, if you have been through this constant state of fight or flight response due to the shit that you've been through, you need to tell your body and show your body that it is safe, right? Because with it being constantly feeling unsafe, now your body doesn't feel safe having money. Now your body doesn't feel safe having love, because all you've known is getting heartbroken and rejected. So it has to be in that survival. So it runs away from love through shutting it down or pushing it away, or, diving deep into work so they have no time for love. Like same thing with like success. People kind of run away from success, or money is evil, success is bad, money is bad, like, because it's part of it also is like uncomfortability. We're not used to having those things, so the brain wants to keep us comfortable. It wants to keep us away from what we don't know. It wants to keep us away from danger. So this is what I do. Like, yes, robotic affirming is all good and dandy, but it's, even if you don't have anxiety, like regulating the nervous system will help you, because it will help you. Doing these tools that I kind of just talked about will help you be able to handle the stress, or just like the daily stresses that come with being successful, that come with manifesting your dream life, that come with being an entrepreneur, that come with, really going after the life that you fucking fully want. So the way that I manifest, even with having anxiety from time to time, I don't like labeling like, oh, I have anxiety, even though we can say that I do, but I don't like labeling it. I'm trying to find a better relationship with my anxiety, but I am someone that struggles with a little bit of anxiety from literally every single day. I should know, if I'm honest, if I'm just being transparent, I am someone that struggles with anxiety every single fucking day. I don't like that I label myself like that, but it is what it is for right now. That's where I'm at right now. Like, and that's what I do to get a handle over my overthinking and thinking that I'm messing everything up and thinking that like my life is crumbling and that I'm just like a mess and like I can't get control. You drop out of the mind and into the body. And again, doing this every single day, not even when you have anxiety, but doing it every single day will teach the body that it's safe living this life. It's safe having the money. It's safe having the love. It's safe having the career. It's safe having the impact. The body is safe. Pair calming the nervous system with your mindset work, which is robotic affirming and all those things, and watch how more easily and freely and you feel going into the world, and how good you feel waking up and how inspired you feel waking up, because the body is not trying to self-sabotage. The body feels safe. You feel safe, right? When the body's out of fight or flight response, when the body is calm, your mind is calm. But because you've grown up and all you've known is fear, and then you kind of what's the word? You kind of develop this anxiety from not constantly feeling unsafe or constantly feeling like you need to control, because if you don't control, that means something unsafe is going to happen, right? I'm just kind of channeling now in this moment. Maybe I should stop talking because I kind of think I'm not making sense. But yeah, how I manifest things is keeping on top of my mindset, my identity work, and self-concept, all those things, but also regulating the fucking nervous system so I can feel safe having those things. I can feel safe with those things in my reality. I'm not making sense. I'm not making sense. Hopefully this video helped you. I love you guys so much for watching, and thank you for always supporting me. I love you guys so much. I just feel like I'm getting worse and worse, so I'm gonna go now.